Does brand purpose really matter? A growing number of marketers claim that the purpose behind a particular brand is a key driving force for a favorable brand reputation, positive brand associations, and subsequently higher sales volume. This suggests the following two questions that are related to the concept and practice of brand purpose. First, does brand purpose matter more in today's marketplace than previously? And second, if brand purpose actually does matter, how can marketers make it an effective marketing action rather than just another lame conceptual idea? To answer the first question, consider this. The growth of digital search capabilities and access to marketplace information to both buyers and sellers will continue to level the playing field with respect to quality, pricing, delivery, and service. Consumers now know more about products than they ever have known previously, even before they purchase them. And marketers know more about their competitors than previously. So while there are a number of factors that drive sales volume and sales revenue, like product usefulness, product quality, logistics and convenience, pricing and value perceptions, salesperson relationships, etc., these potentially can be copied by competitors and push your product category toward commodity status, where, ironically, brand will increase in importance. This will elevate the impact of brand reputation for any marketers who want to deliver on anything other than strictly quality and price. And remember, as much as marketers want to claim that they have the best quality, unless they can guarantee that others cannot imitate their quality, they're at risk of losing that differential competitive advantage. As for competing on price, that tends to push margins down, which eventually will have a negative effect on product and service quality. This means we're back to the idea that brand reputation matters more than ever. And while brand reputation can indeed be built by years of delivering high value, promised quality, and useful communication, it also can be elevated through the careful development and promotion of the brand's purpose. This relationship between brand purpose and brand reputation is made even stronger by current popular demands by consumers that brands have a meaningful purpose that meshes with those consumers' values. So regarding the question as to whether brand purpose is more important in today's marketplace than previously, the answer is unequivocally yes. This leads us to the second question, as to how marketers can make brand purpose an effective part of the marketing strategy rather than just a set of feel-good statements that do very little for the long-term financial benefit of the company. Now, some skeptics claim that the concept of brand purpose is an ambiguous proclamation a la the mission statement of years past. But a well-considered and well-written brand purpose can have significant positive effects on brand's value if it's allowed to fulfill its potential as an anchor or a foundation for policies, practices, and products. And as management and employees and customers and suppliers and other audiences take the brand purpose to heart, it can drive the direction and intensity of the organization, which in turn can drive sales, profits, and brand equity. One of the biggest problems that brands face today is the preponderance of shallow marketers who have this love affair with concepts and ideas and buzz phrases, but they don't seem to understand that long-term success relies on a full portfolio of sales drivers and effective delivery processes. They get excited about constructing an inspirational and motivational brand purpose statement, but they don't back up these poetic statements with actions that truly deliver value to the brand's audiences. Because these statements are not backed up with actions, they essentially filter down to nothing more than marketing fluff. Let's think about what a brand purpose should be in order to be effective. But first, let's make a distinction between our purpose and our intent in marketing. The intent is what I want to accomplish. And to satisfy that intent, I create goals and objectives, and then seek to fulfill those goals and objectives by developing strategic processes and by implementing effective tactics. These are the actions that result in accomplished goals and objectives so that my intention materializes into a reality. But the purpose is the rationale or the justification or the motivation or the reason or the why behind that intent. Why do I want to grow my brand? Why do I want to dominate a particular market? Why do I want to build market share in a particular geographic or mental market space? This why or rationale constitutes my purpose, and it should be built upon my principles and my values, and perhaps upon an overall philosophy of life and what's important in life. This is why it's critical to know yourself and to discover and develop and nurture your values and principles. It's why you need to dig deep into understanding your own ideologies and philosophies so that you can build a clear set of values, and then on those values, you build your purpose. That's why the best leaders know what's important to them with respect to their relationships and their reputations and the legacies they want to leave behind. When leaders understand their own value systems and have developed a set of principles that match those values, then they can formulate a cohesive rationale for leadership. They build a purpose. And on that purpose, and on that rationale, on that why, they can build an organization full of people and processes and products that have a purposeful reason for being. When many marketers think of the hierarchy that moves from conceptual goals to specific objectives to actionable tactics to the measurement of KPIs, they often leave out one of the most important aspects of marketing planning, which is purpose. Whether it's why your brand exists or why a certain process has particular steps, the why behind an existence or an activity is important for two reasons. First, it provides an anchoring point from which new policies, practices, and products can be developed. And second, it motivates employees at all levels by helping them to understand the rationale behind their work and the rationale behind their roles in accomplishing the big picture. The brand purpose needs to be developed with three principles in mind. First, it needs to be connected to the value systems of the brand's uppermost leadership team members. If the purpose doesn't resonate with them, they won't believe in the purpose, which means they won't make decisions that respect and fulfill that purpose. Second, it needs to be developed with the idea that it will drive policies, practices, and products. From the policy side, the organizational rules need to support the brand purpose. These can range from hiring and PR policies and HR policies to communication guides and customer service and training. With respect to practices, this involves all the activities of the organization with a particular focus on processes used to serve the brand's various audiences, as well as those used to develop both people and products. And the impact of the brand purpose on product development should be clear in that products, both goods and services, must integrate with the brand purpose. And third, the brand purpose needs to be developed with a clear intention that it will be communicated to all constituents. Employees, management, customers, suppliers, and even society as a whole. It serves as both an announcement to the world of what your brand stands for, as well as a standard by which your products, practices, and policies can be measured. It should be both motivating and potentially constraining. On one hand, it should inspire your teams to develop creative solutions. But on the other hand, it needs to let them know what is and is not acceptable in their pursuit of financial rewards for the company. When marketers consider these three principles, they'll develop a brand purpose that is more strategic and that can be used to guide both strategies and tactics. By basing the brand purpose on their value systems with the intention of using the purpose to drive business policies, practices, and products, leaders can build a symbiotic organization that's interconnected with its people, its processes, and the audiences it serves. But remember, the key is to integrate the brand purpose into the organization and use it to build brand reputation. So, to build and maintain valuable brand reputations, marketers need to develop an appropriate brand purpose, deliver products and services that back up that brand purpose, and construct purpose-based processes that ensure consistent delivery. I'm Anthony Miyazaki, and this has been the Marketing Minute. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the future Marketing Minute videos.